Hello. I just realized I don't have visual. Hold on a second, guys. You will see soon. But we'll keep talking anyway. It's Girl Got Game. And my co-host.
Yes, Max.
and this guy. He's also here. There we go. Now you guys can see. I forgot one key ingredient. Anyway, we're fine. We're professionals, so this is fine. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Catherine. How are you? Okay, so we've got a bit of an investigation left to go today.
Yes, we're in the archives of the library. First time we've ever been in here. We were not allowed to be before.
And the lovely Byakuya has graciously allowed us to see exactly how the murder took place, so we've been following him. While you're not good at the moment, Catherine, I'm sorry. Sending good vibes to you. Hello, Anarmtis and Siafa.
Hello
Good to see you guys. Alright, are you prepared to do, like, a lot of reading? Because it's basically Byakuya and Makoto.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we select everything in the room?
We did.
Kind of?
Yeah, because we did everything and then we found the file. And he's like, are you ready to talk about the Thingu? I'm like, yeah. We can talk about the Thingu.
Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time.
Good grief.
Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you.
Oh, CG right to start. My goodness.
Murder case.
Top secret.
Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected.
Perfect. I want photos. And hello, Black Rose. Doing good, thanks. How are you doing? Whoa.
Hello, male. So
Okay,
far.
yeah.
Okay, so I mean, they got a bit of reading here. It says like Ken Harada.
32.
The murder took place in the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. I mean, each page is exactly the copy of the other. Like, the same description. The exact same description.
Oh, I see. Like, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds.
Across his body. Okay,
Yeah.
so multiple stab wounds. I mean, all we saw was the head wound on her, but maybe we just missed the extra stabs.
And this is all scissors. This is not
These are all
cords.
scissors. Yeah, and one on the head. And we didn't see a scissor left behind on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the bloodlust is written in different parts.
yeah, it's not written exactly in one.
But it is very wide.
Oh yeah, some of them was together, some
Yeah.
was split apart.
Yeah.
And always when they were hanged up, it was stabbed through by scissors
Yes.
into the wall.
Yes.
They weren't hanged up by a rope.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Man, you had to be strong to, like, impale someone
Yeah.
with scissors into a wall. Good
Yeah,
gosh.
like what kind of super
Superhuman
strength
wall.
you got? Yeah. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made, with every pair left at each murder scene seemingly to be of the same material and construction.
Interesting. Custom-made scissors. Okay.
Yeah, just the same exact kind.
Okay. And hello, Game Dan, by
So,
the way.
of course,
Good to see you.
this-
Thanks for coming to the stream. Sorry you're having a mental health day, but glad to have you.
Yeah, good to see you. So obviously, like, if it was the real Genocide Jack, they would have, the scissors kind of with them, but maybe they lost them because they don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
That too.
But you would have scissors in a sewing kit. So
Yeah,
I think you'd at least use your pair of scissors, if nothing else.
Yeah, at least you only get one though.
You only get one. You could just steal everybody else's
I don't
scissors.
have 5. It's interesting because one was stabbed in the head and the back, but then one was stabbed in the neck on that one.
On that one.
Yeah, but everything else is the same.
Interesting. Okay.
So again, like all the murders here is males. Two.
We're only looking at 2.
One,
but-
2. Yeah, we'll see if there's more.
Sure. We'll
The
continue.
names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Aisi, 14, Takashi Yoshida, 30, Yamatsuno Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takashi Masamune, Yuta Yumajima, there was no end to it.
My goodness, he had so many
I
Japanese names.
I know, I'm mispronouncing them all. Yeah.
That's good.
But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way.
Yes.
And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood.
So, I mean, all the names we got were none of them were female names.
No.
They were all male names.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yep.
Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit.
The next page?
Ooh. Hello, Merca. Chihiro died. The very small programmer lady.
Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night.
At
Weekdays.
Weekdays
and-
at night or holidays day or night.
So not weekends, it's weekdays during the work week? Is that what it's saying?
Yeah, like during the school.
Yeah, but I mean, the age range was between 30
Yeah.
and 14 years old, right? So,
For sure. But the murderer would have to have
yes.
time at night on a weekday or during holidays, day or night. Which
Yeah,
would,
indeed.
would indicate, well, I mean, it could indicate either someone who goes to work or someone who's a student.
Yes.
Hello, Zachary, by the way. Hello to you in bed. Good to see you.
Hello.
You got a pack for college, Merca. Shame.
Boy.
The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays, in the afternoon.
Holidays in the afternoon.
Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student.
I guess.
Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness had never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality.
We figured as much.
That's what I said last time.
That's what I
A
said.
split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV.
Or in a video game.
So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now.
Poor Makoto. Each case, he's just gonna be like, this is unbelievable. I can't
Oh.
believe this.
Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb.
Nice.
Genocide Jack case file.
Added to the truth bullets.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon.
Huh? Where are we going?
Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Byakuya, let me go free.
Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up.
Well, this is where we part ways.
Thank God.
I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial.
I gotta clean up the murder scene a little bit
evidence.
more. I forgot to throw away some key
Gotta
evidence.
frame it on someone.
Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time?
I was worried we would be, but I'm glad we're not.
Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off.
You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no.
In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time.
Let me go free, Makoto!
I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too.
That's what I want to
Yes.
do! I want to go to the boys!
And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can.
Thank goodness! Yay! I'm free!
Okay, so can we go back into the archives? Or,
We'll try.
I don't know. Like,
We can try. Oh my goodness. And I love Byakuya, Game
Yes.
Fan. For the record, I love him, but oh my gosh, let me go free. Please stop dragging me around everywhere.
Yes, we can go into the archives.
Okay, so this is open to us now.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll say something different since Byakuya's not here anymore.
Sure, we can see.
I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file.
And hello, Westwood, by the way, we are still investigating.
I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone? Did someone take it out of the archive?
It was only us and Byakuya!
Yeah. Yeah, we were only there just now.
But the only one who would do something like that... I can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
He told us
So he
not.
took it away. So he took it away with him. Yeah.
Dude is
So-
rude. Anyway.
Yeah. So I guess he's gonna just try to get rid of the evidence of the case file. Is there anything else to select, or was that it?
I mean, we clicked everything, unless you want to just see if
Yeah.
it says
If you
something.
say something else, I
Okay, sure.
just want to know. Just
I got you, man.
because it's interesting that if we clicked in here, that's not one of the bullet points. Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, we got a bullet point.
got a
Somebody
truth.
took the file after we looked at the file. Yeah. So even if we try to prove something with the file, we don't have it anymore because it was taken.
Well, we must have taken pictures, right? Because we couldn't have taken it
Oh.
out of the thing anyway.
Oh, we did take pictures of it? I
Yeah.
mean, we just took a picture of the file itself, not what was in the file, but I don't know. Maybe we did.
Yeah.
Maybe we did.
We'll see.
It's a document about the secret council revealing the kind of truth that commoners shouldn't go near. So I guess I'd better not.
Nice.
Yeah, and then over
And there's
there-
something in the library, Black Rose says. So we'll look at that in a second.
Oh, okay.
It's the report on a presidential assassination. It's really intriguing. But if it means I become a target, nope. I'll leave it where it is, thank you very much.
How do you know it's intriguing? Oh, that's not what I
Oh,
wanted to do. Sorry. I thought there was something. There we
Yeah,
go.
The wooden box is empty. The extension cord
Oh,
was
right.
in there before.
The extension cord.
And
There's
Lamp.
a lamp.
The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over there and put it over there. It sure is dark over there.
It's so dark over there.
there.
I think this is all the
Yeah,
stuff.
what about the drawer case?
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't count.
I remember doing that
Okay,
last time.
and then
So
these crates and boxes.
no.
No, same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Byakuya took our stuff. Great. And hello, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Welcome. You managed to make it to the stream. Glad to have you.
So there's a lamp here, of course.
There's the lamp here.
This lamp. Why isn't it turning on? Oh, I see. It's not plugged in.
The extension cord is
Yeah,
gone.
it's gone. Yeah, it's not there anymore. So it was used for something, right?
Yeah.
There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk.
Dusk.
Dusk. Dusk and dust. Dusk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not.
Yeah. Oh, we got a coin.
We got a coin. Yay! Woo!
And this
Okay.
Shelf. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not.
no coin.
No coin.
Yeah,
Okay.
no coin.
No coin.
That one. Yeah, we didn't look. At
Okay.
this. Nope. Oh,
Yay,
we got a
there it is.
coin. Yeah.
Okay. We did everything we needed
Yeah, I
to
mean,
do.
there's just a camera and monitor.
Yeah, I mean, and the letter. We've done that already. So, yeah. So even though Makoto didn't pick up on it, the extension cord is gone. Okay. So the extension cord is gone. The case file is gone. Should I look for people to talk to here?
Yeah,
or-
I mean, obviously, I don't know. I don't think there's any coins that are going to be given
No.
at this point. So, yeah, we just should be...
Okay, there's
Doesn't
nobody-
look like anybody's in this hallway 2, but
Okay,
there's some in hallway
he's-
1, just 2 people
All right, we can
in this
go
area.
there.
Yeah. We can...
Uh,
Oh,
he-
yeah, what's our current thoughts? Yeah, so the thing is, with how it's going
Yeah.
right now, we had narrowed it down to like 4 suspects anyways, and at least 2 likely, of course, is the guy with the crystal ball,
Yeah.
whose name I
always forget.
and Celeste, who's the poker face girl,
Yeah.
because she gets a bit
Upset.
upset, yeah.
A little upsetty
A bit
spaghetti.
upset, but yeah, the top 2, of course, is Toko, who seems like to be the most likely once they enter into the trials section.
Yes.
Because it does seem like she does have a split personality
Yep.
problem where she stutters when she is the innocent little schoolgirl that insults everybody, and then the other one where she speaks completely fine.
And her tongue comes out. It comes on him.
And her tongue comes out like,
"Bleh."
yeah, and she seems like know that she does black out at certain points, and she
And
suspects.
something takes over. Yeah.
Unless it's gonna be a thing where it's like, I'm always there at the scene of each crime.
I watch it happen,
Yeah, like I see it happen.
but I can't stop it.
Yeah. So, you know, it does seem very likely that she's the real Genocide Jack.
Yeah.
Based on what we have at the moment, but I mean, it's
I
a
don't
bit too
think
obvious.
she did it. Yeah.
It's a bit too obvious that it's her that did it. They're laying it on a bit too thick, so it does feel very more likely. The last one we suspect is Byakuya himself. Because he's the one that's kind of leading us on to everything that the killer would kind of could
Just
use.
don't know why he would give us all the information we need.
I guess he wants us as a defendant of him. Like once he like brings up something, he says, "See, I showed you it. So why would I be the one?"
I guess
that
that's
did
true.
it?
He would play like those mind games.
Yeah, why would I be the one that did it if I'm the one that
If
showed
I
you?
was the one who did it, why would I give you the evidence?
Yeah, so it's like the one who sets up the murder, of course, is supposed to be presumed to be the real Genocide Jack. That's what Byakuya wants us to think. But of course, he's the one that had already read the case file beforehand.
Yeah.
And so he could easily reenact those same stuff that only the real Genocide Jack would know from the murder case files.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
He could easily repeat it since he read it. So, because he showed us it, it means he did read it already beforehand.
Yeah. Oh, he's very familiar.
He's very familiar with it, and obviously the extension cord isn't in the room, so I was suspecting that was what was used to hang up Chihiro
Yeah.
on those little what do you call them? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like the weight thing.
Yeah,
but-
like you hold on to.
Yeah.
Little handlebars. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also suspect with the broken. Right, the broken.
Oh, right, the
broken
handbook.
e-handbook. Like, we don't know where Chihiro's e-handbook is at the moment. We don't know if it's on her or the killer took it with
Yeah.
him away.
Right.
There's a thing with the broken e-handbook. We don't really know for sure what that's about. I mean,
They made a big deal of it.
They made a big deal of it, so it's got to play into the case. So we are suspecting, of course, that because Chihiro herself didn't want to exercise with the girls, we are suspecting that she is actually a male.
Yes.
And she got a male e-handbook, which means she couldn't enter into the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
So she had grabbed one. Oh, she was just using,
Yeah.
Either way, she
Yeah.
was in the males' locker room,
Yeah.
exercising in there.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody, either Toko or, Byakuya himself, who also knows where the e-handbooks
Yeah.
are currently.
Yeah.
Like, he also knew where
Right.
they are. It's like, oh, look here. Here's the other
Evidence
e-handbooks
unit, yeah.
that could have been used to access it. I knew about it, so obviously it's not me. Somebody else must have grabbed them.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so...
I think the big thing is going to be looking in the guys' locker room because we weren't allowed to go in
So
there.
we're thinking the broken one was Chihiro's, which was a
Yes.
male e-handbook. And what she did was switch it out with Leon's or something. We suspect...
I think Chihiro had a woman's handbook, like a ladies' one, but she didn't want to work in the ladies' locker room, so she deactivated hers and took Leon so she could get into the males' one
Yes.
and work out there because Chihiro would feel more comfortable. That's my.
Oh, that's your thought.
That's
Okay,
my thought.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my
It's a bit
thought
weird. We're not entirely sure
Yeah,
one way
yeah.
or the other.
Something
There's
happened there
a
with
bit
the
of
handbooks.
flip-flopping. And Byakuya use both Sayaka's and Junko's to give them access to the females' locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you know, it's not foolproof.
No.
I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of what we're leading on to.
Yeah.
There's also the problem with the how much blood was extracted.
Oh yeah.
Like, we don't know if it was multiple stab wounds or stuff, but we'll see when we get
We'll see.
there.
We'll poke at the body like Kyoko was doing.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "Hey, I was wondering when you were finally gonna get here. I've solved the case again."
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough.
Bro, you should go find Mondo. Have a good bro hug. Where is... What's his name? Whose name always escapes me. He's in the main hall. Where is the main hall? Is it here?
Well, I think we're in the main hall right now. I guess we just gotta find him somewhere.
Isn't it a... I thought it was a room.
The main hall is in a room.
I thought it was a room. I think it's actually here. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I will see. Yeah,
Yeah, he's here.
he's here. Hello.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
What's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox.
Okay.
Wow, okay,
Thanks.
so he also knows about the mailbox, too.
Unless Byakuya's like, everybody look in the mailbox.
I know, right? Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, we can look at the mailbox again.
Yeah, we should look at it again.
There's a mailbox here, and inside are Junko, Leon, and Sayaka's e-handbooks. It looks like the handbooks of any dead students are brought here to the mailbox somehow. The rule says loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited.
But you can borrow.
Only lending it is against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one.
Or stealing it.
Also, it looks like Leon's handbook refuses to turn on.
We don't actually know it's Leon's.
But according to Monokuma, it shouldn't be broken. Is this really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me.
Yeah, so, yeah, obviously, yeah, we think, you know, that's what I was thinking anyways, that her e-handbook was, yeah, you know, I wouldn't know why they would choose Leon's, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Why would they use Leon's?
Huh, we have to go to the warehouse and the dining hall, apparently, for a mission. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone for right
Yeah,
now.
just ignore that.
Oh.
Same for everybody, though. I guess
Oh,
those
okay.
are the most important ones.
Where do you want to go?
They're the ones that have, like, stuff to help you out.
Yeah.
Now, is there anywhere important we should be searching first? Like, any rooms besides that? I mean,
I
this is
think it's-
Chihiro's room, but, like, do we have access to her room?
We can try. I mean, we have to go over here anyway.
Like, what,
So-
should it really be locked? I mean, yeah, she's the one that has to lock it, right? I mean,
Where am I? I got completely turned around. Yeah, I can't, fast travel to precise rooms a lot of the time, but I can go to hallways. I don't know if that's because of this version of the game or what, but... Chihiro.
This is Chihiro's room. But now Chihiro is gone.
why? Why? So, yeah, they won't let us go into her room, which is a bit weird.
This
Toko, are
is
you
Toko's
home?
room. I should probably just leave her alone for now.
Ducks.
Okay, so
Alright.
you have no access to her room.
Well, I guess we have so many
I
exclamation
think it would be
marks.
important to look at the room since we did it in Sayaka's room.
I know,
and
Well, we were
Makoto's
staying
room.
in Sayaka's room,
Yeah,
so...
and Makoto's room where the murder took place.
Right. Alright. Hi, Aoi.
Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing?
Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course!
Of course.
Oh my goodness, that cute little hamster face. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts!
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
Aw.
Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her.
I did.
I did. I got her
I got
ability.
abilities. Yeah. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex but totally fine with the opposite sex? I hope not, because that's who I am. It's a lot easier for me to talk to guys than girls. Oh, wait! Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? The law?
You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl.
Oh no, not another Owie's account.
Oh, no.
This bit us in the butt last time.
Yes.
I don't want to know about your accounts. I don't think anybody's in the...
Let me remember something extra. Okay, when we talk to her.
Okay, so it's the warehouse. Alright, well, leaving. I'm out.
Yeah, the whole e-handbook is just too confusing right now.
I know.
Like, who grabbed what
And when.
who used what and when. And...
We'll put it all together
Wow.
in the comic book section. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Hello?
Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something?
Very well. I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
Yeah, we were there, right? We talked to her.
Oh, yeah.
She was hanging out in there. She was looking for something.
Right, yeah.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Oh, she does have a gym bag.
What?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Whoa! Deductive reasoning.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Damn, girl.
So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying.
Yeah, and she wasn't wearing it. She was in her normal outfit.
Yeah, school outfit.
Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow.
Nice.
Whoa.
Somehow they just kept it in their room.
Somehow, some way.
Just gotta keep it in the room until the trial's over with.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as nobody goes in there.
And thank you, Game Dan. Glad you liked my voice choice. And I agree. Like, your friend group means very little about who you actually are. Facts. Okay, so we need to travel again. Okay, do we go to the pool?
Second floor.
Let's go to the pool first, I guess, and then...
Yeah.
Well, that's the only one we can actually travel to.
Okay.
I guess we're talking to...
Oh, yeah,
what's
I
his
stuck
face?
outside the pool area.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Hifumi. What did you see?
Ifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me!
Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that?
So he has something.
Okay, we'll have to talk to him last, probably. Girls or boys?
Guess the boys one first.
Okay, we'll poke at the body after. What is going on in here?
So there's a blood stain on the carpet, you see there?
What, this?
Yeah.
That's not pink.
Oh, it's not pink, but I don't know. Why would it be stained?
This changed.
Oh, they switched the
This
posters
changed.
around.
What the heck?
What?
Huh? This poster.
This definitely would belong more in the girls one.
Yeah.
It's a popular boy band called Tornado.
Oh my god, tornado!
Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room.
They switched the posters. Because the poster had blood on. Because the murder happened here.
Yes,
They
yeah.
had to take the
They
I
switched posters.
knew the murder happened in the boys' room. I knew it. I knew it.
There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it?
Boys locker room carpet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's just a strange stain. Like, I don't know, like, normally blood is pink.
Yes.
I don't know if that's supposed to be blood because it is kind of reddish.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Unless it was the... Oh, man, I wish I could remember what this room looked like before we came in last time. I'm like, was the dumbbell here?
Oh, was a dumbbell in this room?
Was it in this room?
I don't know, I mean, I think both would have dumbbells. I think...
It just looks very... like a
I
very...
think both, I think both everything...
Okay, so I think we've seen...
Okay, well, is nothing else to click on here?
I think it's just the camera and stuff. I can go back. I have to
Oh,
go back after this
okay.
anyway. You want to check this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any body is in there.
I know. I still want to click on
Yes.
it, so... Hello?
Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not.
Oh, well.
Nope.
I had to know. Okay.
Well, nothing really in the pool area
Yeah.
that we can see. Yeah, I mean, we could click around a bit more, but I don't really see anything.
Yeah, I mean, what else did you want me to
Yeah,
click on in here?
no, just camera and monitor again. Just to see it.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing, yeah. Okay, so nothing there, and nothing on the monitor.
Just showing the school crest, and if I
Okay.
break it. Okay.
Okay, that was the only thing we could click on was the poster and the
the
stain
stain.
on the carpet,
Yeah.
which is both strange.
So I'm hoping when we go into the women's, he'll be like, wait, the poster was actually in the guys' locker room before.
Yeah.
Truth bullet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's poke the body. Finally.
So,
Alright.
Yeah, just ignore the people right now, I guess. Do we normally do that?
I think, yeah, like, she's gonna be very important to talk to, so... First things first. This does not belong here.
It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too.
Pretty noticeable.
A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched?
You got it, Makoto. Best detective.
But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the lockers rooms.
Well, that'd be Sakura. 2 locker room posters. Poke?
I guess so.
Or this, or this.
Oh, the dumbbell first. I guess.
Dumbbell first? Okay.
There's a big blood stain on the dumbbell on the floor. The Monokuma file said that the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. This dumbbell has to be the murder weapon.
Okay, so that's the same.
There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder.
They switched the carpet.
Oh, they switched the carpet.
They switched the carpet. It's the same carpet in both rooms, so the stain was from here.
Boy, how would they do that so well?
Man. Yeah, that's...
You gotta get underneath those.
You gotta work fast with that.
What, aren't those, like, those exercise instruments, you know, those tools, like, aren't they, like, strapped to the floor? Like,
I don't think so. I think you can...
I
think you can move. Maybe not.
I guess they can move it out of the way. I guess they're just sitting on there.
And hello, Kit and Miss Positive as well. Good to see you both. Sorry that YouTube's such a butt about informing people about streaming, but...
I don't know, what's the emphasis then on why the killing happens in the male boys' locker room and then switching it over to the girls' locker room? Why not just leave it in the boys' locker room?
Because it implies that a woman was the one that killed Chihiro.
Oh,
but
shit.
If it's in the guys' locker room, it means it was a guy who killed Chihiro.
But I mean also... Some know about the e-handbooks in that mailbox too, so would it really matter in the end?
Well, it's an important piece of the puzzle to consider.
Bloodlust.
Yeah, we'll look at the writing.
The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Just like in all those other Genocide Jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood.
And Tess, hello! Welcome, nice to see you!
Hello
Are you here
there.
to grace us with some wonderful Dutch, by the way? I hope so.
I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
She's dead.
Okay,
that's
so
all
they
you
want
had
to
to
let
say?
us look. They want to let us look at it. Oh no!
That's all you have to
That
say?
it?
Look at the cord!
Click on the cord, like.
Come on, look at the cord!
Oh man.
Makoto!
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so from what we can see here.
Perfect, Tess, thank
Does that
you.
look like an extension cable? The stuff tied around it. It's hard to see from here now.
It is hard to see, but I'm convinced.
That it's the extension cable from the library room.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not scissors. Like, she doesn't have scissors anywhere. Not one pair of scissors is in her body.
Yeah, not one pair of scissors, nothing stabbed into her body. Like, did we see any multiple stab wounds? I don't really see it.
I don't either.
I don't see the multiple stab wounds all over her body. Her outfit's not really bleeding. It's just a little blood on her skirt from her blood draining out of her head.
Yeah.
But we do see blood on her legs coming from underneath her skirt.
Yeah.
So it implies that there was a cut underneath her skirt area.
Possibly, or yeah. Well,
Yeah,
well, we'll talk to Kyoko.
Because
She'll probably be like, "Yo, I lifted the skirt. You're not gonna believe what I found."
Yes. Yeah,
Scissors.
exactly.
There were scissors down there. Whoa. Okay. Probably
Talk to
Mondo first, then Sakura,
Yes.
and then yeah. Oh, thank you, Tess. I missed you this week. Thanks for stopping to say hi.
Dude had a real complex about being weak.
Dude.
You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger? Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all.
Okay, so this is the exact same conversation we had before.
Right. Where did it come from?
Yeah, okay, it's the same line.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Tess. Hope you have a good day too.
You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
So the coffee stain in the other room, they switched to coffee because the coffee stain was in the girls' locker room.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so that's what the stain is.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee, and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up.
Have you looked in the guide? It's open.
Yeah, it's open.
You
can
could go take a look.
You can go and take a look.
But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with.
Nice.
Disappearing stain.
Disappearing
So
stain.
can we go back into the guy's locker room and just see if he'll change his dialogue about the coffee stain?
We can't leave. We don't have an R.
Oh.
We're stuck in here
Oh,
until.
stuck in here now?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I
See?
mean, what would have happened?
There's still more I need to check.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You cannot leave.
Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Kyoko already knows who did it,
Yeah, I
when
know.
it happened, what's going down. Don't even ask.
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
Boy, that's what Byakuya said too.
I know.
Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
But
so then,
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing.
That's missing.
You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it.
Wow.
I'll be praying for your success.
with that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about.
So yeah, we don't know where it is. Either the killer has it, or that's one of the ones in the broken one in the mailbox.
Yeah, one or the other. Okay, poke.
Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits.
No limits.
No limits. It's
Do
life
it.
or death.
Yeah, it
This
means
is life or death for everybody.
you will die if you don't get this right.
Yeah.
Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope.
Yeah, that's an extension cord.
It's an extension cord.
The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, so it's from the archives,
Yeah.
the library, the one that was used for the lamp.
Yep.
Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean?
Okay, he's not gonna say anything.
What
Status
does it
of the
mean?
dead body. Look under the skirt.
thoroughly, man. Thoroughly.
Well, the only thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time.
Oh, I guess so. Now we can leave.
Okay, so go back to the guys.
Sure, you want to look at that protein stain? And I'll see if Hifumi will talk to us finally.
Do you think the case will start when we talk to Hifumi?
No,
oh,
because we have to go.
We gotta look at the Genocide Jack case
yeah,
file again.
so we'll be fine. Okay. For science.
There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it?
Okay, so you want to say it's the
gosh,
carpet stain?
Makoto.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh. Spill it, Hifumi. Come on.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, same thing. Okay. I cannot reveal that to you, peasant. And we have to find her handbook.
Yeah, handbook. Where would it be? Where would that be kept? In the trash room? No.
We can try there. We can look at the mail.
Laundry room.
Laundry
room. The tracksuit, right? Like they dump it in the laundry room.
Okay, so we have to go to the
archive and the library.
Oh,
so they want to. That's for this area. I don't know if anywhere else.
Let's see.
Talk to these guys. Nothing
important
to them.
There. That's where we talked to them before.
Yeah, so they're not really telling us to go anywhere except for the library and the archive room. Now, should we do that or should we try the trash room? But I think
we can try it quick.
Yeah.
It's
Makoto made deductions all on his own. They wouldn't be much of a game. So they want us to figure it out, not Makoto.
Okay, I'll check the laundry first.
Figure it out, please. It's just like the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
It's like Leon, but they think it's the numbers. You know?
I'll just see if it's in any of these laundry machines.
Oh yeah, we should see if there's any coins. Yeah. Check
I think we did all of these before.
Check all this stuff.
I just want to make sure it's not in here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we'll try the trash room, and then we'll try the vault room, and then we'll go to the library. Okay.
Select the swimsuit up above.
Oh yeah.
Where?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's not a tracksuit though.
It's not a tracksuit. Still hanging out to dry.
Yeah, nothing here.
Okay.
So nope, it wasn't delivered. And then the trash room.
Meow. Meow. There's a girl who's more dumb in the second one. Oh no.
Oh no.
Can I?
This is the trash room. The dump, in other words. But with the gate in the way, I can't actually get inside. Anyway, it's not related to the case. There's nobody left who could do what Leon did.
Yeah, but what if it was somebody who had, like, duties? Cleaning duties, you know? What if? Okay.
Did they have cleaning duties?
So where is the main room? It's not here. Not here. Not here.
I mean, we didn't check every single room in the place.
So.
Yeah.
Oops. I just want to check here one last time, and then...
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anywhere else we can really look at. I mean, not that we know of. But we can check the mailbox again. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to check it one more time. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. First to turn on.
Yeah, they won't say anything else. Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to go to the library.
Yeah, that's all we're going to go to now.
Not here. Not here. Not here. There we go. Can I really not just...
Yeah, I mean, we can't find the e-handbook. We don't know where it is. This is left in the classroom.
I always get mixed around. There we go.
This is just in a random room somewhere.
Alright. Now, Makoto, look at the lamp and see that the cord is not attached. Right?
There's a...
Yeah, okay, now that's a desk. Okay, that's a desk, so the lamp.
The lamp. Yeah, it's not plugged in.
Last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if...
Oh, time's up.
I haven't gone back to the archive.
Oh no, we didn't go into the archives.
Go away, Monokuma. I'm not
We
done.
didn't check the case file.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial.
I'm not done.
You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin.
Oh no.
The red door.
Well, I mean, it was just gonna look through the
Right.
case. We do have it. We can look through it again. It's probably just to be like, hey, remember that it's scissors and not an electrical cord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, yeah, they won't let us leave this area.
I'll
right?
try.
I'll try. Yeah,
I will try.
Okay, yeah.
The red door. It's your line.
Oh yeah.
The red door is right through here.
Okay. Bye.
I'm running away from my problem. Oh, I can't. Is it on a different floor?
Yeah, I mean, can you enter any room? Or will they tell you to?
I want to go to the store.
No running away now. The red door, I have no choice but to go through it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
No running away. Okay, well, before we go through the red door, we are going to make a save by pressing the right button.
I guess because we looked at the archives
Before. And we found out that it's gone.
Yeah, found out
that
it was gone.
that was the
yeah.
we couldn't look at it anyway. Duh. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Okay, well,
yeah,
shall
going into
we-
this, yeah, it very heavily implies it's Byakuya right now.
It very heavily implies, but it just doesn't sit well with me. Is all.
Yeah, Toko's a bit too obvious too.
Toko's too obvious too. I agree.
Yeah. It feels like it's something Byakuya would try to do. I mean, he's just trying to win this this class trial. He needs your help to do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we got the Monokuma file.
So she died around 2, and the
AM in
girl,
the morning.
not in the girl's locker room. She actually died in the guy's locker room,
Yeah.
and she was killed instantly with the
It
thing.
was discovered in the girls' locker room, so yeah, we're thinking that she died in the boys' locker room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they switched
And
out
they
the
switched
carpets
everything.
after it.
Yeah.
And brought her body into the girls' locker room and hung her up.
The other thing I want to know is, like, how heavy is that weight?
Well, I mean, it's just a dumbbell, right? So if with 2 hands you could probably carry it and wield it around.
I don't think I could lift it. Like, I'm looking at that, like, I couldn't lift it. Sakura could lift it. But I'm like, of the
Yeah,
guy.
it depends on how heavy it is. Like,
Yeah, how heavy
you know,
is it?
how much weight is on it. Because you can always lift something for a brief period, you know?
Yeah.
Something really heavy, you can always lift it for a brief period. Not for a long time, of course, but
Yeah.
as long as you need to use it for.
That's true. So Zachary wants to know if we would like to make our second guess.
Second guess?
Yeah, because we had our gut guess was Celeste, so would you like to change it at this point?
Yeah, I would change it to Byakuya right now.
Okay. I think it's one of the guys. Who do we have left of the guys? Hold on. Like, you're right. Everything points to Byakuya. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree everything points to Byakuya. It's not us, obviously.
Yeah.
So we've got
he
Taka.
he got upset when they first entered the room. He was screaming his head off.
That's true.
So, yeah, he's not really faking it.
We got Taka, Byakuya, Mondo,
Mondo doesn't kill girls or whatever, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't really do it.
Hifumi. So Hifumi has something that he doesn't want to share with
Yeah.
us yet.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Hifumi's not really, you know, not so material. You know?
It's true.
So far, he's just promoted, but he's not so.
It's funny that we haven't, like, X'd her out yet for dead.
Yeah,
she's not dead! So it's a guy, for sure. I can knock out Naegi. I don't think it's Byakuya. I think it's too freaking obvious for it to be
He's
Byakuya.
just using it as a defendant. Like, he knows everything that the killer would need to know to accomplish. And this extension cable, 2, which only Byakuya uses because he's in the library all the time. Nobody else goes in there
Yeah.
except for Byakuya, and then he tells everybody to get out of there when you do try to go and talk to him.
But I wouldn't put it past Byakuya to have found the murder after the fact and then set all this up to make it more interesting.
Oh, really?
Because Byakuya, I don't know, Byakuya strikes me as like, I don't know. Like, I can't see him actually getting his hands dirty, but him being like I could see him finding the murder and being like, man, this is so obvious. We're gonna figure this out in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna make this more interesting.
Now, yeah, of course. Now Celeste did meet with Chihiro in the warehouse room, and she saw the tracker suit. But I don't know. There's nothing she really has like why she would target her specifically, but other than to hide the secrets, right? Like, because the secrets of what they know would be revealed to everyone.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do something off the wall, and I'm gonna guess Yasuhiro. Just because he was like, I definitely wasn't looking
in the mailbox. Yeah, well, yeah. But, like, man, yeah, it is tough between those 4 people.
I know.
Toka's obvious. I mean, they're not really trying to be too obvious with Byakuya either, but were they really trying to frame Byakuya? Like,
yeah.
I mean, he's like framing himself then, because
I know.
He's the one telling you all the evidence. Like,
I know.
Here's the missing e-handbooks, here's the case file.
I think he's muddying the whole thing. I think that's what he's done, and he's...
Yeah, somebody who can move the carpets despite the heavy equipment. Like, they would have to actually move the heavy equipment off, take the carpet out, move it over to the other room. Both heavy equipment, because they're both on that little carpet in both rooms. So they have to move the heavy equipment off, both take the carpets, switch them around, and put the heavy equipment back in place. So which would require a lot of physical work, like lifting.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yes.
It would be like require a lot of strength, which I don't think a female would.
Only Sakura could do it.
Only Sakura could do that. Yeah.
And I don't think it was Sakura.
Yeah, Sakura is not that type of person.
No.
At all. Yeah.
No.
She's been very honest.
So I'm like, okay, of the guys, I can't see. I don't know. I just.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Byakuya, Mondo, which I don't think Mondo's like, he doesn't work out.
I don't know, he's pretty buff though.
Yeah, he's buff too.
Like, he's
Does
very
he go
tough.
and work out? Like,
He does, well, I don't know. He likes to do,
now, this is implying if he found out that she was a guy. But, like...
Do you think he would be upset enough to find out that she lied about being a guy? I mean, my assuming of what happened, events, is that Chihiro switched out her handbook for Leon's after deactivating hers, went to the guys' locker room to work out. Somebody went in, a guy. One of the guys went in and found Chihiro working out there and was like, "What the hell are you doing in the guys' locker room?" And Chihiro's like, "Oh, well, since you caught me, I'm actually a guy, and I just switched out my handbook with one of the ones downstairs." And then, but then after that, I'm like, I don't know, did the person kill them right then? Did they plan to go and get one of the, like either Sayaka's, but Chihiro's is missing.
Yeah, Chihiro's is missing.
But Chihiro's is the one that I think that is deactivated.
Yeah, that's the one that's in the mailbox, the deactivated one.
Which means Leon's is missing.
Leon's is missing, but what's the point? Leon's is missing, but we feel like Chihiro deactivated hers and then switched it out with Leon's.
Yeah, and so the killer would hide Leon's because they wouldn't want you to find out.
Yeah.
That they took Leon's to get into the guy's locker room in the first, because they want you to think the murder happened in the women's.
Yes, they wanted you to think it happened in the women's one, which I don't know what the point of that would be. Like, how would that lead to the killer? But I guess they would think it would make it a female one that killed it, rather than a male one that did it.
Yeah.
But then to get into the female's locker room, which would mean that they would have to go down after killing her to grab both Sayaka and Junko's e-handbooks.
Well, they just need one.
Well, I thought you said that only one person per e-handbook.
Oh, you mean like they'd have to use one to like toss Chihiro through, wait, and then use the other one, and then they can go through? That could be.
Yeah.
Hello, Mafio and Justin, by the way. Good to see you.
Yeah, because I feel like that was a rule in place that two people cannot use one e-handbook to enter the same area. It has to be one for each that enters those exercise rooms.
Oh, interesting. So on Sakura's account, it says that Chihiro might have been meeting someone the night she was murdered to work out.
She may have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. What, the locker room? Like, which one? Like the male locker room?
It would have to be the male's locker room. So she would have had to have told somebody that she's actually a guy.
I mean, they could have just followed her too. But this is just like Sayaka's one where she told Leon to meet her.
I know. It's true.
Why would she talk to them like that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Did like somehow they found out that she was a guy and they wanted to confront her about it? Why in the locker room, in the guy's locker room? But she was the one that wanted to exercise though in the morning. So why would she be meeting with someone in the guy's locker room at 2 a.m.? She wanted to be there at 2 a.m. to exercise by herself.
Yes.
You know, well.
This is an interesting dynamic between
Yeah.
We're spitballing.
Yeah, so it's just those 4 people. Well, we think 5 now because of Mondo. Like Mondo.
I know.
I don't know with Mondo though.
I don't know with Mondo either.
I don't know with Mondo because he's you know.
He
seems physically good enough to do what needed to be done.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
To do what needed to be done with moving those heavy equipment out of the way, moving the carpet out, and moving them into the other rooms. You had to do that 2 times over.
Yes.
Yeah, twice over. But then he would also have to have been in the library, and how would he know about the extension cord? He wouldn't really step into the library and know about it. Did he just really like look around the whole school until he found something to hang about? But then, you know, this is also about Genocide Jack, so
absolutely,
Mondo would not know where to look to find that case file on Genocide Jack.
Do you think that Byakuya ran into the murderer and offered to help?
But that would imply that was Toko then, like they made a promise between them. Because she said that they made a promise.
I know, yeah, they made. We still don't know what the promise is.
Yeah, and
one of you is doing a really good job. I won't say which one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like Mondo, like he's not the real Genocide Jack. He's just a leader of a biker.
Oh no. I totally agree.
Yeah.
The Toko is the real Genocide Jack, and that Byakuya is like Genocide Jack's biggest.
Saying one's helping another person, even though they're not going to survive helping them. Yeah, you think Byakuya would really?
Well, because Byakuya would know who the real murderer is, so he would just be like.
Well, Kyoko would know who the real murderer is, but she never tells us.
I know. She wants us to figure it out for ourselves, so we have the satisfaction.
I mean, the other one made sense for why she wouldn't reveal it, because you needed to defend yourself because you were the one being targeted.
Yeah.
As the framed person.
We're like a baby.
It's like right now we're not, so it's like, why don't you just tell us who you think it is?
Yeah.
So then we can work this out, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, I could see
the crystal ball guy, and he knows about the mailbox, too.
He knows about the mailbox.
But, I mean, you know, that could be innocently him finding it, the handbooks as well. But, I mean, he's the only one that we know besides Byakuya who knows about the e-handbooks hidden there at the moment. You know, like... But then, it could have just easily have been Chihiro telling them about how she grabbed it from the mailbox.
Exactly. It could have just easily been that.
And then they knew about it after that and then killed her and went down to go in the mailbox. Yeah, I'm going to go use the washroom.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, you want to talk about it a bit more?
Yeah,
I don't know. This one's a bit difficult.
This one's difficult.
For me. There's just not enough talking going on.
No, but I
yet
mean,
until
well,
the-
we're gonna get into the
until
trial, and we'll probably be like, I understand. So, yeah, I'm sus. I think.
I'm just saying, like, what's the timing? What's the timing between the secrets being revealed the following day? You know, the secrets that are about to be revealed, and then it just so happens that this weird event takes place that is completely unrelated to this.
Absolutely, the secret thing is the motive for the murder.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They were trying to hide their secrets, and then they had to kill someone to do it. So would this be like another Sayaka thing where he's like, I'm gonna hide the fact that I'm a guy.
I don't think
And
Chihiro
she-
would care about that.
Yeah, I don't think she would care enough.
Because if she did plan to meet somebody, she already told someone that she's a guy.
Yeah, did she really tell them yet, or was she going to confront them to tell them?
No, because, I mean, Sakura said she had made plans to work out with somebody, but it wasn't one of the girls. And Aoi says
That's
that...
what she told her?
Yeah.
Oh, she was gonna work out with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here, like, this is the
okay.
This is the account from Sakura. That, she may have been meeting someone, she figured she was meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. So, which would mean she was getting somebody to help her, and Aoi said that Chihiro didn't talk to the other girls.
Yeah, she didn't talk to any of the girls, yeah.
So, it was one of the guys that she asked for help. So she would have had to tell somebody,
So
I'm a dude.
So it had to have been Mondo because he was the one that she talked to the most prior to...
That's what I'm thinking too, and I'm like, but I don't want it to be Mondo.
Really, Mondo? Yeah, Mondo.
But Mondo is strong enough to move stuff.
Yeah, he's strong enough to move stuff. Yeah.
He has the motive of his brother. I think he might have caused his brother's death.
Yes.
And doesn't want that to get out.
Yeah, but it wasn't like accidentally or whatever. Like he said it was accidental.
He said it was accidental, but that's the thing about secrets, right?
Yeah,
what if it came out he actually
intentionally killed him for the spot of leader?
Yeah, or he feels responsible and doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a pause in the class trial this time. Oh, nice. Thank you. That is great to know. Okay, so we can like keep spitballing. All right, so you're gonna use the washroom. I'm gonna keep yakking.
Sorry, someone else.
Okay. So we're gonna keep talking for a little bit.
Yeah. So. Inexplicably scrubbed away.
Inexplicably.
Not scrubbed at all. Yeah. So yeah. I just feel very heavily now that it has to be Mondo now.
Okay.
They encountered each other. Yeah, Chihiro responded leaving the warehouse. I don't know what the importance is of Chihiro being in the warehouse. Like she was looking for something there.
I think she was looking for. Well, she said Celeste said there's clothes there, so I think Chihiro went to go look for a guy's gym outfit.
Gym outfit? Oh yeah, gym outfit. Yeah, she didn't want her to see the gym outfit.
Yes.
Because that would imply that it was
I'm a
male
guy.
gym outfit.
That's why I'm hiding it in this duffel bag right before nighttime happens. No, we're not going to end the live once the trial starts. We're going into the trial for sure.
Yes. Yeah,
we're going to at least do half of it. If we can do all of it, awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were just theory crafting before we...
Okay, so... Yeah, I will...
You will?
Well, it's still like, if everything's pointing to Mondo, like, how would he figure out how the Genocide jacket stuff came
Well, that's why
about?
I think the whole Genocide Jack thing is just to throw us off the trail.
Yeah.
I think Byakuya set up the whole Genocide Jack.
So you're saying that Mondo killed them,
Yes.
switched them around, and then Byakuya somehow followed them because he was in the library or something. He heard the noise that happened because it is the second floor.
Yeah, it's down.
Library's in the second floor.
Yeah.
And he's close by to it.
Yeah.
So after Mondo left, Byakuya looked in there and found her dead body.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make this interesting by framing it as a Genocide Jack case.
Yeah.
Like the file, and I'm gonna hang her up, tie her up, suspend her, bleed her out.
Yeah.
And paint it on the walls somehow.
Yes.
Somehow he painted it on
Somehow
the
he
walls
painted it.
without making a giant mess of things. And switched. Well, I guess Mondo switched the posters around too.
Yeah, I don't know how resourceful Mondo is. Like, if he thought that far ahead, but...
So, yeah, I guess Byakuya didn't cause the full death. It was... But then also the dumbbell... Yeah, he had to move the dumbbell over.
Yes.
I don't know if Mondo's doing that to insult Chihiro or something. Like, why bother at that point? I guess just to hide the fact that it was a male that killed her. I guess that was the point of it.
Yes.
Switch it all around.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, so I guess we're assuming Mondo's the one that did the actual kill, and then Byakuya is the one that framed it as, like, something that...
Yeah, but then he'll reveal at the end, like, haha, no, you fools, you were taken in by all the false evidence. It was actually this. If you had looked closer, you would have seen the forest for the trees.
But does Byakuya know that, like, Toko's the real Genocide Jack?
I think he does.
Trying to trigger her or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he likes Genocide Jack's personality. He doesn't like Toko's personality.
Yes.
But he can kind of control the Toko personality. But he wants to trigger the Genocide Jack persona.
Yes.
I think he wants a real Genocide Jack trial, but it's not happening yet, so...
Yeah. So he wants to trigger her to reveal that she is Genocide Jack. I mean, it was going to be revealed anyway.
I think he wants her to kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that he can actually, like, see her in action.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But...
Yeah, okay.
This is all just a theory.
It's a theory, yeah. So, yeah, I would go with Mondo then. I think he's physically fit enough to move all that stuff around.
Yeah.
Unlike Byakuya, I don't think he's really sweaty enough.
No, I know. That's the thing. Yeah. I could see him, like, lifting up Chihiro. But that's about it.
Yeah, so, yeah, he's responsible for the killing. He left her body in the girls' locker room, but then it was Byakuya who was the one that framed it as a Genocide Jack murder.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay, well, I'll be back.
Okay, so you'll be back. Yeah. Alright. That's our Danganronpa theory, everybody. Thanks for watching. Oh my goodness. What a journey. That whole thing. I'm just like... I know it, like, points to this, but... Byakuya was such a big ol' sus butt. Dragging us here, there, and everywhere. They, like, here's the evidence for this, and here's the evidence for this. I know, Game Dan. He kept trying to leave, and then was like, but just one more thing. He Columbo'd me. Just one more thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, yeah, Zachary, you can... I'll tell Max when he gets back. But I'm gonna go with as much as that pain... I love Mondo. I'm still torn between Mondo and... What is his name? I cannot remember this boy. Crazy-haired boy, what is your name? Yasuhiro Hagakure. Only thing with him is, like, he's been kind of losing it. And he was like, I was definitely not looking in the mailbox. Nope, not at all. How... Well, you're 6 feet. I know you don't look very strong, but... Hero. Okay. Hero. Byakuya. Mondo. Definitely not Taka or Hifumi. Cannot see. One of those three guys, for sure. So... But I got a feeling it was Mondo. Because we spent a lot of time with Mondo, too. Hearing a bit about his backstory. Yeah, I think it's Mondo. I'm gonna lock in my answer for Mondo, Zachary. Going into this, I do not think it's Byakuya, and I don't think it's Toko. I don't think it's any of the women. And I don't think it's Taka or Hifumi. Alright. So Mondo for me. Zachary would like to know your final guess for sure. I'm gonna lock it in. I told him Mondo for me, so you can decide. I'm gonna use the washroom too.
Yeah, I would go with Mondo as well. But second guess for me is Byakuya. Not like that's important, but that's how I'm leaning towards. Yeah, it just came out of nowhere with Mondo. But yeah, it's true though that Mondo was kind of like they kind of had like a a conversation very shortly before what ended up happening. So it does make sense if we're taking into account that she was meeting someone in the boys' locker room. It wouldn't be Byakuya. She developed a closer bond with Mondo than any of the other guys that we have seen. So yeah, it would make sense. Oh, you're going? Okay, well, take care. I'll wait for Molly to come. Anonymous Kitten is leaving.
Oh, Kit's leaving? Okay, bye-bye, Kit. Thanks for joining. Sorry we didn't actually start the trial before you left, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're going in now.
We're going in.
We're going in. Okay.
Well, is it better if I choose a different person than you with Mondo? Like,
No, we can...
That's okay, because I'm with Mondo too.
Yeah, choose what you believe, I say. So, if you're in for that, well... Who do we think will survive? Well, we did kind of talk about this a little bit. Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya. After that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Those three for sure, I think. But after that, I don't know. Probably Hifumi's gonna freaking make it to the end somehow.
Yes,
Ahem. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yo. Toko's not here.
Playing the field might get you a punishment with a teddy bear. A punishment?
Huh?
And Toko is...
Huh? You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
You might need multiple beers for that.
You might need, yeah.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind.
Dang.
Strong beer.
That's a strong bear. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible!
Phew!
So, now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Yeah, not the same
Let's
beer.
go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that.
Thank you, Game Dan.
And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
I guess we need to talk to everybody? I guess a little bit.
You ready? We doing this?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual.
Good on you, girl.
I don't know why the killer did what they did, but...
Count on it!
I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails. Right, bro?
Bro.
Bro.
Shall we go?
Hey, come on.
Effin' Toko, man. What's got her so worked up?
Everything. Good talk. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one.
I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you.
You're the worst.
And Ifumi?
Ifumi, yeah. You just hit him.
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
Don't worry, you're only 2.5D.
Oh, did we talk to Toko?
We did.
Oh,
She
yeah.
just went,
We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
yes.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating, just like us.
Just like us. I feel you.
The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds, deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
Here we go. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Oh, see you, Justin.
See ya.
Thanks very much. See you next Saturday.
Take care, Justin.
Alright.
Well,
Okay, then let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again.
Better get my shooter finger ready.
A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Again.
Again. Yes.
Oh, sure.
I guess we can just save it there.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, set skills, right. We have
skills.
more skills.
It reduces your aim speed, effective during the non-stop debate and the hangman's gambit.
Okay. I mean, we have the points.
Melodious voice.
Yeah, we have that equipped. Algorithm.
Increases speed of memorizing the statement, effective during the non-stop debate.
Yeah. Drink every time Makoto says deadly. You'll be dead at the end of it. Okay.
That's all we got.
That's all we've got. Is this just
Yeah.
so we can just look at our
Just
stuff
truth
again?
bullets
But...
again, yeah. I mean, you know, I guess.
Alright. Let's get ready for
Yeah,
nonsense.
okay,
The bizarre class trial begins again. Why was Chihiro murdered? Is the killer hiding within the group?
Is there? I wonder. Is there any help?
to be found in this series of murders? Okay.
Thanks for the news flash. Trial! All rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Yay!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Okay, well, it was the dumbbell.
Yeah, dumb.
Here we go. Make your argument. The dumbbell.
Popular dumbbell.
Yeah.
So, should we hear out the whole conversation first?
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
It's true.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument
It'll
could it
be
have
that,
been?
Yeah.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it's this.
Yeah, this
it's
is
the,
it.
it's
This
the
is
iron
it.
pipe.
Interesting.
Okay. When we come back around, we're
That
doing the
certainly
iron pipe.
would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Alright,
Okay,
take me
yeah.
back.
No, the weapon that was used to kill Chihiro must have been in the locker room.
Alright.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Iron pipe time.
It appears it was a head wound.
It's always good to let her play through.
According
it.
to the
Think about
Monokuma
it.
file, the
Yeah.
killer used a
We have lots of
blunt
time.
instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
The pipe.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that's wrong. Break.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime?
It was covered in blood.
It was covered in blood. And there was
Thank you.
nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Great.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
I looked at everything, girl.
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Why are you trying to get us all killed, Byakuya?
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro?
No. Oh no.
A new element has been added to non-stop debates.
Yes, what is it this time? For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions.
What?
Your truth bullets will disappear
What?
if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Delightful. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise.
What?
However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. So I had to pick the truth bullet, and I have to use
But
my
it's in
silencer.
the way, though, isn't it? Like, the silencing stuff is in the way of the truth bullet?
Yeah, no, I mean I have to like load the bullet, then I have to take out the silencer, shoot the white noise, and make sure I have the correct bullet installed to shoot the correct statement. The second game has harder mini. Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I have to see how this looks like.
yeah. Oh, but if your action difficulty set to gentle, white noise, well, the coin said hard. In which case, you can forget about it and just focus. Good luck and have fun. Alright, which bullet do I need for this one? No,
Let's
we'll let it
hear
play
the
out
whole
anyway, yeah.
conversation out.
Not the dumbbell.
Library disk
Probably the
mark.
Genocide Jack case file.
Yeah.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Okay, it's that. So I have to hit the. I
Hey,
think so,
so-
too.
Just gotta
Speaking of
miss the
Genocide Jack,
white noise, right?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to right click on the
There's
purple.
evidence that shows Genocide Jack is related to the case. It has to be...
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case
Alright.
closed, as far as I'm
Waiting,
Just
concerned.
gotta miss those pink
But
lines, right?
I have to shoot it first. 'Cause
You have,
it's
to,
a-
you have to shoot it out of
What
the way.
makes it impossible?
Was the
Well,
silence?
I mean,
Yeah.
come
Do
on.
you have it equipped?
There's just no proof for it.
Whew, good.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Break.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
It's gone now.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic. And it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Not quite. Close, but not quite.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Why are you trying to get us all killed, Byakuya?
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
I'm killing you after this.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
He just comes right out and says it.
Yeah.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko. What does it mean?
Oh, the gambit. Alright. Oh, what am I even...
H-I... Oh, no.
Miss. Okay. S. Schism.
Schism.
I need an M. Give me an M! Give me an M! Is there no M? What is it? Is it an O? Schizo? Schizo?
Now I understand.
Really? I thought it was like schism. Schism is not... Okay, never mind. Whatever. It was an
Is
O.
it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Schizo.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah, that's completely different from schizophrenia. That's a completely different thing. It's also a mental disorder, but they're 2 different mental disorders.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Her tongue was out. I'm fine! Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
You betrayed her love.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
You told the wrong person.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
If only there was someone who loved you.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I just want to give her a hug.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. So she thinks she did it too.
Yeah, she thinks she did it.
Yeah, because, I mean, she doesn't know what her split personality is doing.
Yes.
But she's like, she's seen that setup before.
Yeah, yeah. She saw it when she switched back, and then she ran away. Right?
Toko, sweetie, you have my full permission to kill Byakuya after this, and I won't even throw you under the bus for it. But don't worry.
I mean,
never again.
This heavily implies that he's trying to frame her for the killing that he committed. You know what I mean?
Sure, I can...
Then rather than Mondo, yeah. So, I mean, you're going with Mondo. I think I'm still going with Byakuya myself.
Yeah, you can't switch now. It's locked in.
I said that was my second guess, but whatever.
You're stuck with me now.
Yeah.
I've corrupted you. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oof.
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
I'm gonna save you, Toko, don't worry.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
What face?
You don't mean...
Oh, I see.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards.
Well, I guess he summoned Genocide Jack.
A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Hey, girl.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yes! What the heck?
Do I have to stand next to her?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Hi, Harley Quinn.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Those teeth.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
This one.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
So polite, Hifumi.
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then, it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
She seems quite happy to let us know that she's Genocide Jack, so...
Yeah, it doesn't seem... I mean, the other one, of course,
Toko, but...
didn't want it really revealed.
But she would have had to convince her split personality to kill.
Yes.
So,
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this.
Here we go again.
Okay, let's hear the whole conversation.
Spin to win. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm getting right now.
More white noise, disappearing stain, status of the dead body, library desk.
Probably it's disappearing stain. I'm gonna guess.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Modus operandi. Maybe it's the body then. I'll switch my bullet.
Give it up.
Yeah.
You killed her.
The body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll switch
Is
it.
Genocide Jack really the killer? I feel like something doesn't match up.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if
Would
you
it be
had an
her saying I didn't kill
alibi,
anyone?
that would
I
change
don't think
things.
so.
Oh,
think it's
an
the modus
alibi,
operandi.
huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past
we
murders
got
to
bots.
this incident,
Go away, bots, I'm busy.
the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Objection! Objection in court.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Are you sure?
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Like scissors.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, Let me tell you!
Thank you, Game Dan, for bopping those bots.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Go get it, Genocide Jill.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
MO is just short for modus operandi.
There's one clear difference between the murders.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yes.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
It's disgusting.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
Scissors.
They used some kind of rope
Well,
to
in
hang
this
her
case,
up
it's-
by her wrists.
But I mean, Genocide Jack uses scissors.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Okay,
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Also,
Into
girl,
the wall.
can you tell me how you were able to do that? Because
Super
that's
strength.
amazing.
And
Look at
guess
that,
what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are we Big Mac? That's amazing.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Please have nicknames for everybody.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
That won't actually help you in this instance.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it.
This is when Kyoko's like, no, you're wrong.
Yes.
Chihiro was a guy.
I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
Because Chihiro was her lover.
I got it!
She would never
Is
do
it
that.
because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Icy, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Katsusuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naoya, Takashi Masumi, Yuto Yumajima. There was no end to it.
You never have to do this again.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
They were all guys?
Guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
What the hell?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
All the guys are like, oh no.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Hello, Constance. Welcome.
It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Get it! Go get him, Jill! You got this.
Lowly cur?
Get him!
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
There's also plenty of guys here she could have killed.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Do I look like I can lift a dumbbell?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Look at my sewing kit. Whoa. She has them on her, dang.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Nice.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person.
Indeed.
One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Yes, you know, Byakuya.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
I mean, he literally gave us the file to look at, so...
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh boy.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
I see.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious?
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Oh, on the contrary.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I dare you.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone.
Uh-oh, a new element has been added to
No!
nonsense.
What do you want me to do now? What?
Next, we're gonna add something called a truth flashback.
A flashback?
If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button,
You want me to do all these buttons?
then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. What? So if you lock one in, Yeah, when you switch it, it'll disappear.
So you're having a flashback scene, and then you have to pick a moment to memorize to turn into a truth bullet for a debate. Is that what they're saying?
However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case.
So I gotta guess.
What's...
Memorize it, turn it into a bullet. We're gonna come back out here, listen to everybody talk, and then I have to be like, did this match any of my bullets? If not, I have to go back into the flashback, pick a different truth bullet, come back and listen to the whole thing again and use that, while also using my silencer?
What's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you?
You suck.
In that case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything.
So I have to flashback always going forward? Potentially, not always, but like, it's an option.
Well then, good luck and have fun. Right, so
I have to...
the flashback.
Yeah, where is the flashback?
Monokuma file
I only
number 2.
have that, so I need to go flashback for sure.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
What did that do?
How?
I just made it into a
If
bullet.
you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Another one.
Okay, so how do you...
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You can only pick one.
Absolutely take it! That's
Did
a
we mess up
natural
because you
reaction
scanned
for
that
any
piece
guy!
instead of the one with
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
Oh, now it's called Monokuma File 2.
wish you'd taken me
So we need
with
to
you.
attach it to one of the lines of dialogue. You have to attach it to the right.
Oh, okay. So I need to get his comment about the girl and use it at the beginning, I think. I think that's what I have to do. Hold on.
So, you said
leave
Byakuya
this
was
alone.
acting kind of
I have
weird
to
before we found the
memorize.
body.
Okay.
But he was acting weird... How?
Okay, this is weird.
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely
Yeah, 'cause
take
Byakuya
it!
had to know
That's
Chihiro
a natural
was
reaction
the
for
victim
any
already.
guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker
The
room
victim
first.
was
There was no
Chihiro.
time for pointless distractions.
One more time.
What's
with
so
feeling.
strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Here we go.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of
No,
weird
come on.
before we found the body.
Really?
Come on. Yeah, that's not.
Oh, I did do it the right way. Okay.
Shoot!
Interesting. Okay. So I did do it the right way the first
So,
time.
you said
So I have to
Byakuya
memorize
was acting
this.
kind of weird before we found the body.
Okay.
But he was
I
acting
dyslexied it at the
weird.
end.
How?
If you're presented with
I had
the
it backwards,
opportunity
yeah, I
to
totally
check out
dyslexied
the
that.
girls'
My apologies.
locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
After this.
The victim was Chihiro.
There we go. Quiet,
No,
you.
that's wrong.
Be quiet, Byakuya.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
That's a good answer.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
I did miss my aim, too.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
Because it doesn't.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
I won't say. Makoto has to figure it out.
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be?
He's not responsible.
He's not responsible, yeah.
Oh, here we go again. Okay.
Library desk glance, Celeste's account disappearing stain.
Probably...
Celeste? No.
Well,
no,
could be
not
Celeste or just...
What? The difference between the cases?
Let's see.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
That's fine.
But Chihiro was suspended with...
It's a lamp, right?
It was some kind of rope.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the
Was
lamp.
it not?
Yeah.
That's
I'll
right!
wait.
It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Okay.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it
I could have
hidden
actually
away
hit
somewhere.
that one, but because it's right at the end. That's fine.
The proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope? I guess it's possible, but first, the item she had been bound with was used like rope, but was it actually a rope?
No.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Okay, I just gotta do the purple.
When I
and
want
then...
to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must
more
be
to go.
something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you
this
get
is
it
one
from,
coming
huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Just,
No,
I know, I
that's
almost
wrong.
missed it. Whew. Break.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that
Or should I
extension
say?
cord?
Dang, the sass.
What? An extension cord?
Go get him, Big Mac.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time
Let's go.
went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
It's true, Game Dan. He'll forever be Big Mac.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, that's wrong.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
That's true.
Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right?
Thanks, girl.
So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Just a sec.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to?
I just
You've
find it
already
weird.
decided who did it.
I just find it weird Byakuya was so heavy leaning towards Toko. Like I thought he was just doing it just to bring out that she's the real Genocide Jack, but that he wasn't sure if she's the one that killed him. But he's like really confident that she was the one that killed him.
I don't know what his motive is right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Other than just being...
because I understand if he did it just to reveal her.
Yeah.
But he was like so confident it was her. Like, yeah, it's kind of.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
What's bothering you?
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remarks just now, there's something in there that concerns me.
I got it!
Scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Are you sure?
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
He's even surprised.
So, Mondo must have taken her over to the girls,
Yes.
and then he found her in there, and then set it up.
That was
he was so
awfully
confident
specific.
it was
Please
Genocide
tell me
Jack.
you have a reason
Yeah.
for saying
he
all
figured
that.
out it was her.
Yeah.
But like, how?
Well, she told him that.
Yeah, she told him. I guess he's just fully confident it was her the whole time.
I guess, or he just... Well, we'll see if he explains his motives after the fact.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard?
Wait.
Yeah, like he shouldn't be off guard.
When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who've been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
How disappointing, Byakuya. I had such high hopes for you, but you're just a pleb.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Don't just move on!
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Okay.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. I need to just focus on those things that got switched.
Well, the carpet.
Yeah, where's the carpet? There
carpet.
it is. Oh.
No.
First I have to prove the scenes were switched.
Okay, fine. I'll do the poster.
Yeah, the poster then. Okay. Well.
I got it!
There you go.
Proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But
Very
don't you think
specific.
that's kind of strange?
Don't you think?
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Not important at this time.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
Carpets, finally.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
My protein coffee for these swell games.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Thank goodness you did.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it!
I got it!
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words,
What?
in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, The bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Now you're asking the important question.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Was it that Hifumi found the handbook? And he would be like, I have the handbook, and it's Leon's, not Chihiro's.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh, okay, because he was looking at it too.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? What?
Makoto,
come on, he's talked to with Byakuya.
Yeah.
The borrowing.
The Broken E handbook.
Yeah, Broken E handbook.
Okay,
is it really possible? Yeah. Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
No.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
No.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Yep, but it's broken.
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room. But that's if she was able to use it.
Okay.
Is it
So I
really
need to
possible?
shoot 2 white noise.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
Alright, it's coming up.
No, I don't think that's
it's
it.
not the other one.
She
I think
used
it's
the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Man, it's so hard to control the mouse for this. Ugh.
Is it really possible?
Man.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys'
So I
locker
have to be
room
at the
somehow?
bottom. That might help me
I've
do it
got it!
faster.
She must
try it
have
again.
hacked her e-handbook. She was
The mouse
the
kind of
ultimate
gets like dragged
programmer,
along
after all.
to things too, so it's
I'm
hard
sure
to...
that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's
My
it.
inner FPS fan, you know I'm no good at FPS, Zachary!
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room
It was
no
so
problem.
close! I need faster skills!
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
I missed again.
I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Oh right, I can slow down. I
She
forgot
was
about
the
that.
ultimate
Thank you, Black
programmer,
Rose.
after all.
Yes.
I'm
gonna
sure
do
that would have been
Thank
no
you.
problem for her.
Slowing down.
No, I don't
completely
think
forgot
that's
that.
it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Okay,
Huh?
here it comes.
What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Woo, thank you so much. I forgot completely about that bit.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Thank goodness for concentration.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
What?
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Oh yeah.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
I am struck silent.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
You can borrow. No, that's wrong.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Shock.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you, Kyoko.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Yay!
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was...
to the save screen. That way we don't have to do that over again.
Yes.
We still have time.
We're going to look underneath.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Missy. Perfect, Black Rose, thank you.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Why are you so obsessed?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Take your time. I won't judge.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
It's against my religion.
Yeah. Very well. I'll do it.
Go, girl.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Are you sure about that?
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Kyoko could have just
her
shown
entire
it.
body.
Yeah.
She
already did it.
Say
she already did it
but...
too. Yeah.
She likes to let other people
She already
figure it out.
examined her body too.
I know. She's like, no, you gotta touch it.
No,
You touch it.
like I did. Okay.
You must touch it like I did.
What? This is... What is this?
She's gone Super Saiyan!
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
No girl at all!
Is what?
Is a boy!
It's a boy!
Dun, dun, dun.
I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting.
thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
What?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Ah, see, he would have given her a guy's one.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
Yeah.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Uh-huh.
This is a most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Why is all the females so far being like total psychos, like Celeste?
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, man, I voice like all the psychopaths.
Yes.
And you don't have like any psychopaths.
Yeah, so far we haven't had like any like that, no.
Byakuya is like the closest. He's like a stone cold psychopath.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
Yep.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No, you're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
yes. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Game Dan says, don't worry, Max, you'll get your chance to go nuts in later games.
Oh, okay.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Her dead face, like, wow.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Exactly. And dragged us all over the place to say, here's the evidence.
At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Oh, thank you, your lordship.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
That's what I do.
Oh my
I do the effing.
Max is Byakuya confirmed.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with me.
Yes.
If you're really telling the truth, then
Amazing.
why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
My reason.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
I'm so glad we found the U in those games,
You're
Grace.
seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Hero, try to keep up.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Mondo's sweating, man.
Yeah, Mondo's really sweating.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's
Anyway.
discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Right.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Here we go again.
Spearing stains, less.
Probably Celeste account
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
A single one.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
It's spinning.
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
There we go.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Hero,
You
calm
want to
down.
know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in.
I really have to slow down on you
Game
again.
over, man.
That's
Game
like-
over.
I don't know how much
Yay!
slowness do we have.
No! Not game over!
Okay, so it has to
Okay.
be.
Not only do we have no info on the killer, but nobody even saw the victim before he died. But is that actually true?
Is that true? No.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone
the
saw the
shooter thing
victim
just
at some
moves.
point.
I'm not even
Even
moving, it
that
just
might be
moves.
enough for
Moving
now.
around by
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all
coming up.
over.
You gotta slow down.
You want to know who saw the victim?
Right around here.
The killer. And only the killer.
Oh no, you missed one.
Oh, it's okay.
No, that's wrong.
It didn't block it. It's okay. Phew. Break.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Oh, can I fast forward? How do I do that? I don't know which button to press.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I'll do that, Black Rose. Thanks. Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
That sucks.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
I know, Chihiro. Yeah. We hung out with you so much. You told us about the mosquito and everything.
Yeah. Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Can't believe
so we just gotta figure out who it was.
Foreseeable future.
I know.
But knowing what we know,
it's gonna be great.
I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
He's like, nah. Big Mac, you know.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
How do they dispose of it?
I don't know.
Focus on the details of these
out.
items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Dispose of it.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe.
Here we go. Spin to win. What do we got this time?
I very just wanted to finish things Celeste's account.
Oh, it's gonna be something I can memorize, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to change it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
First
have to
of all,
something.
we know where Chihiro was headed.
Oh boy, here we go.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. This exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit, personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way.
Not a
chance.
Tracksuit, blue tracksuit, and white tracksuit.
You heard him, right?
But what do we use to
What
shoot?
he just said without even realizing it?
Because what color tracksuits do we know exist in the warehouse?
Well, all of them.
All kinds of colors?
I'm trying to figure out what the actual contradiction is there. Shoot my truth bullet away.
Which one? The black tracksuit, the white tracksuit?
Like that's not... Oh, hello ladies first.
Hello.
Like shoot it
Hello there.
into something or get rid of it and get a new truth bullet? Only Celeste knew what color.
Yeah. The others were just saying what tracksuit they have.
Oh, one of our truth bullets is
Oh.
the right one.
Well, I mean, it's just Celeste's account.
Oh, I understand. Okay, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, I understand now. Thank you.
Saying there's something off about
what someone just
First
said.
of all,
Okay, hold
we
on.
know where Chihiro was headed.
It's gone.
He was on his way to go exercise.
There we go.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Okay.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is...
Here we go.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
No, that's wrong.
Quiet, Makoto. That's like Mondo.
Yeah.
Mondo.
That was tough.
That was a tough one, yeah.
That was really tough.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Mondo, you just dug yourself a hole.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing that track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She didn't say what the color was.
Yeah.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
But you did.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Oh.
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Hey, Celeste.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
But because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Taka trying to stand up for his bro.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Calling her Cherry instead of Chihiro.
Yeah.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Man, that curly tongue.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Dang.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
It worked.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't
You
it?
need to say a single word.
Your true intention
let's
was
keep
to draw a
quiet.
slip of the tongue from the culprit.
It worked.
That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Kyoko.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him.
No.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
I thought...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Called
when we
her
were,
dude. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, dude? You called her a dude? I thought you only... But I didn't quite follow that line all the way through.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Yeah.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Man, get him, girl.
Mondo, was it
Mondo,
really you?
why?
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Oh, Taka.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Oh my God.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Sweat.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Tell it anyway.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then...
He did find
here
it.
It is.
He found it.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
If you found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to...
It's mine.
Oh.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
You can make it a rule if you want.
Yeah, that rule is punishment.
For breaking your handbook.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
From the sauna.
Sauna, yes.
Because Mondo
was in there with the clothes, fully clothed in there.
Oh, wow.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
So how was Leon's broken
Interesting.
Yeah.
I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Yeah, he took Leon's.
Took Leon's.
Yeah. So,
And then broke her, but...
Broke hers
in
the
there.
same way, yeah.
He didn't take it back after he broke it either. He just left it in there.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have time, maybe.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke. They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
I might.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Aww.
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Really, it could have only been one person.
Select Mondo.
Mondo!
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Didn't.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest
were
in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Goodness.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Oh no, here we go again. Spinning!
Broken e-handbook, Aoi's account, Genocide Jack case file, Chihiro's e-handbook, card reader. Oh no.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
I got to see.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Must be that one.
Yeah, so
See?
What
Look!
was the other ones? The other
Makoto
options?
was wrong after
Card
all!
reader.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that one, I think.
Even I don't want to believe Mondo might have actually killed someone, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay,
Let's
so...
test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, hold on.
In other words,
This one has like
if
so many
Mondo's
purple around
handbook
it.
is actually broken, then that proves
could be
that what
card
Makoto
reader.
said
Yeah.
is right.
Because if it, you know,
Well, my goddamn handbook works just...
Ah,
No,
that's
it's
right.
wrong.
yeah. Okay. So much other evidence that we don't use.
I know. Break!
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Or Leon.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Yep.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Owie, we just went over this.
Forgetful
Well,
Aoi.
here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
So they couldn't change the name label. It's just that you didn't show it to anybody.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, because it didn't turn on. When it turns on, you see the name.
The proof would be in
on the opening screen.
Mondo holding, giving out his handbook and then showing the name of who's on it.
Who's on it. And if it says Leon, then it's not his.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong!
My best friend!
Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time?
Time
from the
for the
beginning.
thing.
That way, everything will become clear. And we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Hand over his e-handbook.
That's all he has to do. Start! Okay.
Okay, so, she's in the warehouse.
She runs into Celeste, like, haha, whoops.
Oh, and then she sees the bag with the jumpsuit. So there's one with the... Is the one with the blue jumpsuit? I don't see one.
What's
no. Okay, what's after this?
She stuffs it.
But yeah, it's a bag, though, isn't it? It has to be... No.
I don't actually see it.
I don't see it here yet. I guess we don't get it yet. Maybe a bit later on.
Oh, it goes this way too.
Oh, okay. So yeah, here it is. That one is it. Okay.
Okay.
So she stuffs it in, runs away, goes there. Then she unlocks. She grabs the e-handbook.
This one?
I guess so. For now, anyways.
Okay. Put that there.
And then opens the door.
Yeah.
And scans it. Could be that one for the other though.
It could be, yeah.
It could be this one for this, and then this one she scans it with. It's hard to say, right? Because no, not the girls. It has to be the boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be this, but we'll see.
Yes.
We'll go to the next one. Yo.
Yes.
And
she opens the locker.
She opens the locker, and what does she do?
No, she doesn't drop the thing.
See.
What's next after that? So
he's gonna
grab it. So he's holding it in his hand. That's it.
You mean like here?
Yeah.
Maybe. Might be that. Let's see.
Picks it up, and then he walks over to her.
Bludgeon. It could be the thing with the blood.
Yeah, blood. It might be the blood dumbbell. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say, right? He hasn't dropped it yet. He hasn't dropped it yet.
That yet.
It's supposed to drop here.
Yeah, so
it's not on the ground yet. So it must be the poster that gets blood on it.
Oh, that could be. Let's see. This.
Yeah.
We'll see. Da 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 da. He rolls it
up the carpet. Is he already laying it out? It looks like he's already switching them.
He might be.
And he no, he's not painting on the wall. That's not true. He's not grabbing the extension cord either.
No.
He's not doing that. So he must be taking.
What else is there?
You don't have much else though, because he's not supposed to do anything with framing the crime scene as a Genocide Jack case.
How far does this go?
Okay,
so and then he comes in.
Yes, he comes in and starts doing his.
Look at his freaking grin!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. It might be this. Oops.
Okay, what comes after that?
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
I just want to get those out of the way. So he takes a bit of a blood from her face and then paints it on the wall, so he must do it there.
Okay.
And then Act 5. Wait, who's this now? Oh no, the e-handbooks. So... this must be it then. He must have grabbed it like that. This one must be it, the one from back then.
Oh.
He must be grabbing it and then he throws it into the sauna.
Like this?
Oh, not that one.
No?
I mean, it's the e-handbook, right? What is that one? Is a card? Is that the card? Like, what is that? Is that
I thought it was the e-handbook, but just destroyed. I could be wrong.
Oh man, we don't have much time for this.
Oh yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he grabs it with his hand and then he throws it into the sauna.
Yeah, and then it lands.
Yeah. So we need to go back and grab that one from earlier.
Okay.
Where
was it? This one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
And then put it there.
You think here?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think it's a copy of this.
Oh yeah, it is a copy, but.
So I don't think.
Are we supposed to use everything?
No, we don't use that. Some of these are fake, like the baseball. Like we don't have that.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, so we don't use it. So what do we use for that? I mean, the spot's open, but we only have so much.
Where's the one with her going into the boys? I think it's this.
Okay, so we have to switch then. She has to scan the card first.
Oh, I see.
And then she has to walk in.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good.
you guys, his blood is then he has to roll out. It has to do with the posters, right? He has to unroll. No, the girls. The girls one? Do we use like the girls door? Wait, no, there's no doorknob. That's from the previous case.
Yeah, you're right.
That one's from the previous one. So I think this one is Byakuya when he's walking in. So that's later on. There's a girls one. Should that be here? Like he's rolling up to go into that?
Yeah, that could be. And then...
it could be the poster too. It's hard to say which... I can't do it right now.
I'll have to look at that in a second.
Sorry. I don't know what this one is.
That's the pool.
That's the pool area. So should we do that?
That's actually the sauna.
Oh, that's the sauna. So that's when he's walking out. Okay, so he's walking to the sauna. Yes.
Okay, so that.
Okay, let's do Byakuya's one. Okay.
I think Byakuya's is all done.
Yeah, what about that poster when he's... Oh yeah, I guess that's a copy of that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's already been put in.
It's done. So okay, so the last thing we need to do is scan. Okay, so he scans here.
You have to go in.
So I guess should the picture be on? Oh.
I think it's.
No, it wasn't a doorknob, was it? It's supposed to be a wide door. It's supposed to just slide open, right when you scan it.
I kind of think it's gonna be that. I'm just gonna put it in for.
Okay, so what about the dumbbell? Something with the posters. We have to put the posters on. He's got to put it on.
It could be this.
Yeah, it could be that one. But he's supposed to take it off and then move it over to the...
Oh.
I think this is it taking it off, and then the other one is putting it on.
Okay. Let's just play it as it is.
I think the card at the end is wrong though, but...
What, this one?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit off.
But it lands on the hot floor.
Oh, that lands on the hot floor.
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
It's the handbook. It's breaking. It's getting hot.
Oh, okay, I guess that could be it. Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. We can always fix something.
Here's exactly what
happened. Big Mac, tell us how it went down.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Shaka shaka shaka.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Glint. Okay, so that one's right.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay, that's right. That's right.
It's simple, because she was really a he.
I know, Black Rose. That's why I'm like, let's just go and see what happens.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Was bloodstain on the carpet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the blood.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, that's wrong. So I didn't have my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of this case.
Okay, so it's that.
That's the poster. I still say the doorknob is wrong, but...
Okay. is it?
I guess this one when he scans.
Hold on, I think it's this and then this. Let's
Here's
try.
exactly what
no,
happened.
No, you missed one thing to do.
I don't
Every time you mess up, you lose HOTS.
Which is
remember?
why the killer hurried to
Like,
try and
we
hide
only have
the
so
act.
many mistakes we can make.
First,
Let's see.
pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
No, not
That's
that.
wrong too. See, you lose HOTS.
I know. I'm freaking out because I have like a minute.
Okay, so.
I think it's the dumbbell.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurried to try and then removing.
That's wrong too.
Good grief! What is it?
I don't see what else we could use. We already used the poster though. I don't. They use that.
Here's exactly what happened.
I did
We
the
did the
door.
door and they said it was wrong.
Which is why the killer then removing.
No, it's wrong.
It is the door?
We did
Oh,
it.
I moved it. That's right.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, the door.
We're not gonna win this.
The killer is
You're gonna mess
you!
up. Like, we're not gonna win this one.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Don't-
because we didn't
Which
do.
is why
we
the
left
killer
the doorknob
hurried
in,
to then
so,
remove.
that's gonna be wrong.
Well, we'll see. We can.
And
fast
finally
forward,
carrying
apparently.
the corpse into the girls'
They don't
locker
have
room.
they don't have
A
doorknobs
girl's
like a round
handbook was
doorknob.
necessary to get
Handbook,
into
so
the
yeah,
locker
let's
room, of
try.
course. But this alone doesn't
Okay.
prove
We'll
that the
see.
killer
Yeah.
was necessarily a girl.
Yeah, this is wrong.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we lost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost it.
Nobody believes me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I died. Well, so everyone died.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
I can't give up. Let me live again. Hold on. Hey, look, we're starting like right here again, so. Okay. I'm sorry I got that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we still had a minute left to go over because we can only make one more mistake. So I'm surprised you were rushing to.
I panicked.
To keep going.
I panicked. Okay. There we go. At least we know where like all this stuff goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Whoops. This. That. What was in the middle here again? I think it was this. And then...
Just go
oh,
over to...
the girls.
No, the
girls
girls
is later.
happens later. Yeah. Girl happens later.
This guy comes in, has his cord.
Then the painting on the wall.
Yeah, there's the bloodlust. And then this is at the end. And
It's thing in his hand.
I think it is the thing.
Not that one. That one. Oh, maybe he walks away. Maybe that's it. But I don't think.
But it's not the Akiet walking away. It's
Oh yeah, Act 5. So it
it's
is
Mondo.
a different scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
different scene. Okay.
Oh, that's this.
Oh yeah, that one. That was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
So it's this.
We know is the bloody dumb. The post. No, not the poster again. It's the bloody dumbbell.
Was that what it was?
Oh no, I don't see anything else.
It's the doors. No, are you sure it's not this?
He scans it.
I thought the door was here.
Oh, I guess they show a picture of the door and then he scans it.
Oh, I see. You're right. Door did it scans, goes in, and then
he dumps the dumbbell, the bloody... Oh no, the poster. Does he put the poster up or the bloody dumbbell? It's the poster again.
So is it the poster here? For this one?
Yeah, he has to put up the poster. Yeah, it has to be the poster again.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any other mistakes you can make. I mean, you get multiple chances yet again, so...
Okay. Well, let's try it.
The killer is you!
And we can skip through the beginning part.
First...
Do. Okay. Skip. That's right.
So many comments about the door.
The door! Look at the door!
Door for everything. Door for everything.
There's a door for everything.
So many doors in this.
Okay, got her. Okay. And then...
Which is why the killer hurried to try it, then removing the...
Okay. We're caught up again.
And finally, a girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Okay, there we go.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Okay. Now we see from this point
They
on.
changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
I will call it a crime scene switch.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Boy's got some thick fingers, man.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Okay. There we go.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
And that's how it all went down. Oh my.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Oh, dang.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
If you make me do a bullet time with you...
You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. All I have to do is check that one item of his and everything will become clear.
Oh no.
Oh, come on! Fever time and nega time? During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, Fever time will activate and the temple will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Okay. So you can click right mouse, left mouse, right mouse, left mouse, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, to make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time. So we prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Can we use our times at the same time?
Yeah, can you use it when he uses it?
If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... No. Never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen.
What?
What does that mean?
What does that mean if you do that?
I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly,
Use Fever Time when Nega Time is activated.
Okay, I would think so. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use it. Well, good. Here we go. Okay. Use it when they use Nega Time.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
We ran out of Nega Time.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Phew.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Phew. That was really complicated.
Yeah.
Yay!
Nega Time lasted longer than our time.
I think my eyes crossed there.
Thinking so far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we
Why
do
didn't
that,
we do that earlier?
I know, right?
We don't
It's
gotta
so
do
simple.
that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
A real man admits to his crimes.
I did it. I killed him.
That was still an A for that performance? Good grief. Money.
103.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
The game is very
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Vote. Who is found guilty? Money for everyone! Well, now what?
What?
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so! The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was...
Ta-da!
Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he could kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men.
Ha!
Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Dang. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. "You're so weak, even though you're a boy." He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body.
Retrain.
But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yup, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So, Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his owner would make him keep the secret.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. I know it says Chihiro said this, but it doesn't make sense in context. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason.
Same thing with Psych.
The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
How does moving the body keep his secret?
Because...
If everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Man, that's messed up.
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you?
Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all.
The secret.
The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother!
Dun dun dun!
I knew he did!
Yeah.
I knew it! Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Wada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
Kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Nice gang voices, I like it. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya.
Of course, they were both wanting to get stronger.
Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of...
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. He was saved.
Saved. The emblem was different.
Yeah.
Crazy gun.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I effed up. Sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his older brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong. And
yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. That's why I... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there he told me a secret. Seriously? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
'Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying
What?
if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you effing with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo, he was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it.
Look at him! You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead! Say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Oh, well now. That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Oh no, here we go. For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang
They run
leader.
over by motorcycles.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, wait! Wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, Game Jam, the parallels were really good. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Alright, well, rest in peace, Mondo. And after the punishment, it'll be the end. For all of us. Oh.
Yeah, motorcycle.
He even has a motorcycle, this bear.
Well, he planned all of the executions.
He's wearing a wig!
Wow, he's wearing a wig of
Of his brother's wig, oh my goodness. That is cruel. The Cage of Death. The music. How does that bear even reach? Yes?
Oh, it's an electric key.
Oh, he's running his own. Yeah, that's crazy. I hope that was quicker than the baseball.
Oh, the bear is actually sweating.
The bear's actually sweating.
turned him into
Mondo butter. What do you mean you turned him into butter?
Butter.
Why butter? Of all things.
It's a weird machine.
All right.
Okay, I guess we'll stop here.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And before we go, though, we gotta thank that donation, because I've been waiting all this time to actually see what that was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's from Zachary, and I missed saying thank you.
Yeah, we got carried away.
Well, Zachary, if you hear the end of this, thank you very much for the $30 donation. I have to go, so I'll do this now since you basically got it, for correctly pinning Mondo and guessing the Byakuya angle, despite Max's attempts to talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Can we get some gorgeous hype, gorgeous post hype for Zachary in the comments, please and thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that is it. We've gone way over, but we made it through the trial with just one hiccup, and we still got an A somehow for that performance. So thank you guys very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed us theorizing and going through all that nonsense. It was a lot of fun. So for you guys, just so that you know, I am going on vacation on Monday. So you'll be pleased to know I've actually recorded ahead, so there will still be regular content for you guys coming up on the channel. I will be back Friday evening. So from Monday evening to Friday evening, you will not be hearing from me as far as replies to comments, but you'll still be able to see videos. So if you'd like to do that, that would be awesome. We're still working on Finn's route in Steam Prison. And when I come back Friday, I'll see all your lovely comments and try to reply to them as best I can. And because we'll be back Friday, we will be back Saturday for more Danganronpa.
Yes.
And then we get to collect coins again!
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, should be fun, but we have got to run. So with that, Team Mocket's blasting off into the sun, right?
Team Mocket blasting off again.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!